we've got Breece Hall. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Panthers and the Huskies, and it's all up next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Bonner. And he's going to go down again. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppling, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group better put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Hall ought to give up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Young from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Young now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, Young. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Back onto the field comes this. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Sanders' kick is good, and the Panthers still claim to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Bonner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Bonner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The person to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throw. Bonner. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bonner. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Bonner, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 52-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A final shot before break. Bonner. And he fires one incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Now a second down throw for Young. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, Young from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Bonner. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7. Run the counter play. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Bonner. It's completed to Caldwell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Bonner. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call that a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally,
that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action. Young. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. To throw, Young.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. It'll be Young again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, Young. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll throw again. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is caught, and he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Anchorage, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and the focus is on Jack Campbell, who reached another plateau this week with his 80th tackle of the season. It's the Lions and the Huskies. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bonner, hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bonner. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
The straight-ahead running, I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden looking left side. He's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Madden. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
To throw on 2nd down, Bonner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bonner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Caldwell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds Taylor, complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Looking to throw. Bonner. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
On the return is Hines. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bonner. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. That's taken on the 25.
Illegal block the ball. Return team.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 1st and 10, Madden. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, Madden. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Madden, and he wisely will throw that one away.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And that one, a 6-point game, 13-7 at the half. Chris Olave, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Madden. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Madden. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Off the play fake. Madden. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Holding, receiving team.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Bonner. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bonner looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Bonner. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first and 10. Bonner. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, Bonner. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Huskies go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Throwing on 1st down. Madden. They'll find Williams on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Madden. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As it comes, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 24-17. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Wide open receiver, complete. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Lions, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.